नमस्कार and good evening. FunAsia Radio bringing the community together. Community together जब हम बात करते हैं, it is always a privilege to talk to inspiring leaders. Leaders who motivate us, leaders who show us something very insightful. And it's my privilege and honor to talk to Meenakshi Lekhi ji, a seasoned Supreme Court lawyer as well as a national leader, who is a women empowerment, and she is like a sign of a true Indian woman. So Meenakshi ji is here in DFW in Dallas for having a divine celebration with all locals by Hindus of DFW. Meenakshi ji, it is such a privilege and honor, ma'am, to have you here. So first of all, welcome to Dallas. और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका इस हमारे साथ इस समय के लिए. आपका I know you have been really traveling a lot. You have been so many events going on, but still you are talking to our FunAsia Radio. So privileged to have you, ma'am, here.
Well, I'm very grateful that you gave me an opportunity to you to connect to others who were not here at the party. But a very, very happy feeling to be amongst all my brothers and sisters and who have chosen to be in another country of their adoption, but continue to value their roots. So I'm very proud of all of you.
Thank you, Meenakshi ji. If you allow me, I would like to ask you a couple of questions.
Sure.
So, you have been as a national leader as well as a Supreme Court lawyer. आपने कानून को भी देखा है, देश को भी देखा है. In your view, in your opinion, what do we need in India to reform the citizens and empower them truly in a true sense to empower the citizens by law or by national policies?
You see, laws exist, and law by itself is uh, not good enough. There are two theories in law. One is that society seeks change,
Right.
so laws follow that. And sometimes laws are made which bring the change. So both things are relevant, and there is an interaction between citizen and law to have the right policy. And I'm happy that we have the right policy, and we have a huge legal interaction of all citizens through the democratic process. In fact, as I said, I think whether you call it today or you call it yesterday, how the tide changes, there has been an election in Bihar, one of the populated states which can become a country in its own right. So every now and then there's an electoral process. A country as big as ours, which has 1.4 billion people, and only 2% of land mass. Yet we live in coherence and harmony. Gives credit to our legal and social system that people are gentle, people are compassionate and kind, and they carry their heart on their sleeves. That's the reason why you can live like that.
Sure. And when I'm talking about women empowerment, right? You have been a true national worker at the safe and Supreme Court for all. What would you say, मीनाक्षी जी, कि आपकी करियर में कौन सी ऐसी डिफाइनिंग मोमेंट थी, कौन सी ऐसी challenges थी, जिसने आपको ज़्यादा strong बनाया? Because any country is always hard as a woman to survive. Did you have any challenges or did you face three troubles being a national leader or a lawyer?
Make trouble zati jati. I don't care. Seriously, I definitely feel, when you have faith in God and destiny, whatever way you look at, and your heart is in the right place, you say, I mean, God has a plan. And we're just part of that jigsaw puzzle. We are part of a jigsaw puzzle. And whatever happens is always for the good. So sometimes what we perceive, and these are my early lessons in life, what we perceive as wrong actually was meant for good. So, so I think I am a pretty much a positive person, and I have that faith that things always will be right.
Wow. And maybe that's the reason, Meenakshi ji, you are as where you are because of your positive thinking, because of your strong views about life that everything happens for a good reason.
And I also feel, I also feel that one should have the humility to know that we are all part of a bigger plan. I am no one. I mean, it's God, it's the destiny, which decides a role for you. So you're only fulfilling your role in your time span on this planet. That so whether it's 70 years, 80 years, 100 years, or 60 years, I don't know. Whatever time you have on this earth, you do what is assigned to you, and God has assigned some things to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, you are such a inspiring and a dynamic personality as a god, as a director. What do you say to the women who are watching you right now? What do you suggest one thing if they want to do something inspiring in life?
Just listen to your consciousness. I always say three words. I said, as a civilization, as a society, uh, what are the goals that our society, human society, has lived for?
Right.
So, three things come to my mind. That is Sat Chit Anand.
Wow.
So, you need to live consciously wherever you are, whatever your conscious permits you to do or not to do.
Right.
That means ethical, morally correct living for the sake of truth, Sat. Anand, this itself is blissful. You're happy. And I genuinely feel the reason for my happiness is always this, that I live with my consciousness. You know, what I believe in, I'll do that. What I don't believe in, I can't do that. And I simply say, sorry, this is not happening.
Wow.
So that blissful state is because you live consciously, and whatever your heart and consciousness permits you to do, just stick to that. I'm sure you'll all do right. Everybody will be right. We do wrong only when we stop listening to our consciousness. So I think that connection, always, close your eyes and say, is it right? Is it wrong? You'll always do the right.
Always do the right thing, yes, because your heart is always with the right things. And as I say, if it's a loyalty, if you have honest heart, and if you're dedicated to a thing or art, you will achieve it.
Sometimes the weaknesses take over
Right,
and we stop listening to the heart.
right, right.
Greed or envy or jealousy or, all those negative thoughts start to come. And those negative thoughts come because of personal insecurity. When heart is not in the right place. If your heart is in the right place, you don't have to worry about nothing. The rest is immaterial.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you are visiting USA. Indian diaspora is something that is like a very dynamic community here in USA. We have so many doctors, engineers, and very intellectual. If you look at top 400 companies in Forbes list, most of the Indian leaders are at the CEO level.
Only 25. Don't overestimate yourself.
Yeah. So, what is the message for Indian diaspora, especially in today's situation when we are going through so much of anxiety, so much of political uncertainties? Any message that you would like to give to us?
So I must tell you my reading again. I'm not saying my reading is right or wrong. I feel that Jewish community uh, is very, very strong there. Financially, business,
Yeah,
politically,
time and industry.
politically also, every way. And uh, Hindu community also has done well. What connects all of us, or what brought you people here, uh, one way or the other, was 10: science, technology, education, and mathematics.
Yeah.
And these things have the capacity to change the world. So if we all connect ourselves based on scientific temperament, through education and mathematics studies, we are bound to do well. And not only we are bound to do well, we are going to find solution to the problems.
Right.
Human problems, problems of the planet, problems of sustainability, problems of
Political.
getting together, everything, everything. And stay positive. Rhetoric is different from the truth. And finally, as we are celebrating Diwali here, faith that light will always prevail over darkness, no matter what. So you need to contain that in
And
your heart.
as an Asian staying in USA, one thing I always feel proud about is that whenever I visit India, I see new India. Every 2 years I visit and I see some new developing technologically and politically. Of course, we are doing so great. So It's like there is a new emerging India, new emerging youth generation. Anything that you think that Indian community, especially the kids who are studying here, because of whatever the political restraints, they want to go back. What would you say about that situation where the job industry or welcoming those youth somebody who are probably hesitating to go back? But I think India is also coming up.
No, no, no. Let not also come here. India is the place. So when you talk about Fortune 500 companies and you say 25 odd Indians are CEOs of those companies that done well for themselves, uh, but that's not what it is. You have to look at what India is doing. It's the fastest growing large nation. Large, yeah, very, very big country and very big population. We have the strongest demography because 66% and above are youngsters below the age of 35. 35. So demographic shifts are in our favor. Most of the countries are growing aged at their aging. So aged communities are dependent on welfare measures. There are less people to contribute towards the welfare funds because only through work and taxation we generate funds.
Right.
So in this scenario, the demographic dividend will stay for a couple of more years for India. In addition, we have a startup capital, which is like today we have more than 1.5 lakh, close to 2 lakh, third largest startup ecosystem in the world. We have some fantastic unicorns where youngsters aged 29, 30 have built those unicorns. Technology. I was just discussing with someone and saying, look, we've created the first net zero cold storage off grid. Now, and all those patents and IPs are within here. So in terms of innovation, we are today ranking 39. In terms of patents, we are 4 or 3. In terms of trademarks, fourth, something third, fourth, like that. So, I mean, this is the area which is blossoming. And a lot of youngsters I came across and met a lot of them and they said, now we will all go back and we want to work in the tier 2, tier 3 cities that over here. And a whole lot of people that was very happy who said, what if we come back? I say, you want the trip on Mother India? For them, have fun. So that's
Right, our own intelligence, our own youth.
and mother may also is lovely way and accepted is but no question last on that. But this huge amount of opportunity and positivity. It's and you must take pride in your own history. Of course, close to 34% of global GDP for centuries was run by India. It became 29%. It came down to 18%. It then came to 2%, and we are back on track. So I'm sure no country is built on, as we say, Rome was not built in a day. If the countries we take it up, and 70 years, 80 years in a country's life is a short time. But considering from 2% of GDP to where we are today, I've done well.
That's amazing, amazing progress. And with that, I'm again so thankful to have you, ma'am, here. And as I said, you are such an inspiring personality for all of us women here in USA or in India. Because as I said, it's just not about politics. You have shined in every area as a woman leader. Any message for Hindus here in Dallas Corpus who are here to celebrate Diwali with all of us. And we are so privileged to have you from us celebrate. But any message that who are watching you right now?
All I can say, Ram Ramji, Jai Sri Ram to everyone, and may God bless everyone. ईश्वर की कृपा माँ दुर्गा की कृपा आप सब पर रहे
जी जी
और सबका जीवन सफल हो और जहाँ भी आप रहते हैं ईश्वर अपनी कृपा आप पर बनाए रखे और आप उस देश में जहाँ रहते हैं वहाँ पर भी पॉजिटिवली कंट्रीब्यूट करें और आपके दिल का एक टुकड़ा आप हम पे रह गया है तो वो भी आपके इंतजार में रहता है
वो तो माँ है
और
एक
एक
कपले
एक 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 टुकड़ा आप यहाँ भी लेकर आए हैं।
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल।
तो दोनों वो भारत आपके मन में भी बसता है, तो दोनों के बीच में संबंध रहना चाहिए। और
वो
जिस
जन्मभूमि है, ये कर्मभूमि है हमारी।
और रिश्ते रहना चाहिए, इसमें क्या बात है? तो अभी अ, अ, उसी माँ के बच्चे हैं बस, और बस अच्छी से खुशी, वही सच्चिदानंद।
वही सच है। और कितने भी साल हम कहीं पे भी रहे, लेकिन दिल है हिंदुस्तान।
सुनिए
दिल हमेशा हिंदुस्तान में, हमारे भारत में ही बसा रहेगा। और जब भी भारत की प्रगति के हम कहीं पे भी न्यूज़ पढ़े या देखे, एक बच्चे होने की तरफ से बहुत बहुत गर्व होता है। और आपको मिलने से भी बहुत ही गर्व महसूस हुआ। हमारे रेडियो की तरफ से, हमारी कम्युनिटी की तरफ से सब किस्से में आपका धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगी। आपका जिम्मेवारी आप है और हमने यहाँ पे हमारे विजिट के लिए थैंक यू वंस अगेन एंड अगेन इट वाज माय ऑनर to talk to Meenakshi Lekhi ji, a Supreme Court lawyer as well as a nation leader who is inspiring personality and a motivating personality for all of us here at the Indian diaspora community in Dallas, Fort Worth, as well as in India. Thank you so much for watching us. FunAsia Radio.
Thank you. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Thank you.